Sliver is taking the red team world by storm. It's a powerful open-source command and control framework that's becoming the go-to alternative to commercial C2 platforms. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to install Sliver, generate encrypted implants, establish secure sessions, and run post-exploitation commands. Whether you're a penetration tester, red teamer, or just learning offensive security, this guide covers everything you need to know. Let's dive in. Sliver is an open-source command and control framework developed by Bishop Fox. It's designed for adversary emulation and red team operations. Unlike some commercial tools, Sliver is completely free and actively maintained by the security community. It supports multiple protocols for covert communications, including encrypted HTTPS connections, DNS tunneling, and mutually authenticated TLS. Sliver works across Windows, Linux, and macOS, making it versatile for any environment. And it's built in the Go programming language, which means implants are compiled binaries with no runtime dependencies. First, we need to install Sliver on our attack machine. I'm using Kali Linux. The easiest way is using the official install script from sliver.sh. Let me show you the one-liner installation command. This script downloads the latest Sliver binaries and sets up everything automatically. The installation includes both the server component and the client interface. Now we need to move the server binary to the correct location in our system path. The installer is downloading the latest version and setting up the necessary files. This includes the server daemon, client binary, and initial configuration. On first install, it also generates TLS certificates for secure client-server communication. Perfect. We can see the server is now in our path. Sliver is installed and ready to use. Let's move on to starting the server. Now, let's start the Sliver server. This is the backend that manages all implants and listeners. The server can run as a daemon in the background, but for this demo, I'll run it in the foreground so you can see what's happening. And we're in. This is the Sliver console where we'll manage everything. Let's check what commands are available. Before generating implants, we need to set up listeners. These are the endpoints that wait for implant connections. Sliver supports multiple protocols. For this demo, we'll use Mutual TLS, Sliver's default and most secure protocol. Mutual TLS provides bidirectional authentication. Both the implant and the server verify each other using certificates. This makes man-in-the-middle attacks nearly impossible and provides strong encryption for all communications. The best part? It works out of the box with no additional configuration needed. The Mutual TLS listener is now running on port 8888, waiting for incoming authenticated connections. Sliver automatically generated the necessary certificates for both server and client authentication. You can create multiple listeners on different ports for redundancy. Now, let's generate an implant that connects back to this secure listener. Sliver calls these beacons, or sessions, depending on the callback behavior. For this demo, we'll generate a Windows executable that connects to our Mutual TLS listener. All communications will use bidirectional TLS authentication and encryption. Sliver compiles each implant with unique signatures to avoid detection. Sliver is compiling a custom implant. Each one is unique with randomized strings and function names. The implant includes the embedded certificate for mutual authentication with our server. It also has obfuscation and anti-analysis techniques enabled by default. Now, we transfer the implant to our target machine. In a real engagement, this could be via phishing, USB drop, or exploiting a vulnerability. For this demo, I'll simply execute it on a Windows machine in my lab environment. On the target, we execute the implant. It immediately reaches out to our mutual TLS listener. The mutual authentication handshake occurs where both sides verify each other's certificates. Back on our Silver console, we should see an incoming connection. Excellent. We have a mutually authenticated session. Let's interact with it. To interact with a session, we use the use command followed by the session ID. Once inside, we have full control over the compromised system through our encrypted channel. Sliver includes a comprehensive set of post-exploitation modules. Let's try some common commands you'll use during engagements. Remember, all of this traffic is encrypted and authenticated through mutual TLS. These are just the basics. Sliver also supports privilege escalation, lateral movement, process injection, and much more. Check the documentation for advanced features like pivoting and SOX proxies. All of these operations happen over mutually authenticated TLS, providing both encryption and strong identity verification. When you're done, always clean up properly. Close your sessions gracefully to avoid leaving traces. That's your complete introduction to Sliver C2 Framework with mutual TLS authentication. I've covered installation, secure listeners, payload generation, session management, and post-exploitation basics over mutually authenticated channels. For more advanced tutorials on persistence, evasion techniques, and integrating Sliver with other tools, let me know in the comments. Remember, unauthorized access to computer systems is illegal. Only test on systems you own or have explicit written permission to test. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more penetration testing content. Thanks for watching. Stay ethical and happy hacking.